Hey guys, what's up? It's Danny, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to register for college classes. When you register for classes in college, it is completely different than in high school. Actually, thinking about it, I think in high school, I never really registered for classes. Like, all my classes were like chosen for me, and then the schedule was given to me like a week before school started. Now, before I turn around, sit on my computer, and show you guys how I actually register for classes, I want to answer a question that I get asked a lot, and that is, how do I know what classes I should take in college? So the way it works is that when you choose a major, there's a specific set of classes that you have to take that are part of your major, but then there's also classes that are just part of your general requirements that are like English, math, like, those type of classes. So what I did and what I advise everybody to do is that the summer before I started my freshman year, I sent an email to my advisor and I just asked her straight up, what classes do I register for and how do I register for them? Luckily for me, I go to the University of Miami and I'm from Miami, but she sent me an email the next day saying the classes that I had to take, and she just asked me if I had time to go into her office so that she could show me how to actually register for classes, and that's exactly what we did the next day. So you heard my story and you might be really confused and you're like, wait, Danny, how do I know who my advisor is? Easy, just call your school's admissions office and tell them you have questions about registering for classes and you'd like to speak to your advisor, and they'll either give you a phone number or an email, but some type of contact. An alternative option to registering for college classes is that if you go on some schools' websites, they'll actually give you like an outline of what classes you have to take and when you have to take them, depending on your major. But honestly, I find this really confusing, especially if you're a brand new college student, you're an incoming freshman, and you've never registered for a college class before. You're gonna get a huge list with a bunch of different classes that you've never heard of, and you're not really gonna know what to do from there. So just reach out to a counselor and it'll be a lot easier. All right, but enough of this right here. I actually wanna get to it. I wanna show you guys how I register for classes, how it's actually done on my computer. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I already registered for some of my classes because what happens is that when the registration portal opens, you wanna register for classes as soon as possible. That way spots don't run out. All right, guys, so it is time for the fun part, registering for my classes, yay. Right now, I'm about to go on CaneLink, which is what my school, the University of Miami, uses to register for classes and do a bunch of other student information stuff related. Just so you guys know, I am an athletic training major, and here's the list of classes that I need to register for. Kin 221, which is biochem, I already registered for that because spots were filling up really quick. Kin 260, my ortho upper extremity, I need to register for that immediately. Kin 261, which is my orthopedic lab, I got that down already. Kin 264, which is my general medicine class, I need to register for that. Kin 365, exercise prescription, I have not enrolled for that either. And then Kin 444, which is my clinical athletic training lab, I had to register for that immediately. That is actually the first class I registered for. So we are going to go to the student center where there is a lot of private information that I do not want you guys to see. But this right here is the important tab, the academics. So we're gonna go to Enroll and I'll show you guys what it looks like. These right here are the classes that I registered for, and I registered for them really fast because I knew that spots were gonna fill up quickly or I wanted a specific time. This right here is an elective that I thought about doing, but I'm not gonna do it, so I'm just gonna like delete it off of my enrollment. So this is actually how I enroll for my classes. What I like to do is I hit class search, I hit search, and then it says subject. So I know that one of my classes that I need to register for is Kin 260. So we're gonna put Kin 260 and we're gonna hit search. All right, so here I have the class, it's green, which means that it's open, and I only have one option, so yeah, I just gotta hit select. There's some information here that might not be too important, like some prereqs, it's writing intensive, but the most important thing here is just like the day, the time, the room, my instructor, and the topic of the class or the class itself. We are going to hit next because I still have 2 more classes that I need to enroll for. And I'm just gonna repeat the process again. Class search, kin, let me see what kin it is. I already did 260, so kin 264. Kin 264 is exactly. All right, so again, very simple. I only have one option. I'm just gonna hit select again. Next. All right, one more class that I need to enroll for, and then we could play around with this so I could show you guys how it really looks when you have like more class options. So kin 365, search. All right, so this is a good example of what happens when you have a lot of options. So I spoke to my advisor and she specifically wants me to take this section because that is a section specifically for athletic training students. So that's a section I'm gonna take. But just so you guys get an idea, like if you have different options, you can select. Like if you wanna take this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:15 to 12:05, you can select that. Eventually days and times are gonna open up for this the closer we get to the beginning of the semester. But if you wanna have this instructor over this one, you could easily like choose that. But for me, I gotta choose this one right here, so select. Now the next step is really crucial because even though I selected my classes, I didn't officially enroll in them just yet. We're gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna go to proceed to step 2 out of 3. And then I need to read this financial responsibility statement. Pretty much it's saying that like they just want your money, all that stuff. All the money stuff is involved there. So you put finish enrolling and we're good to go. So you guys can see it right here. I got my green check marks and I am successfully enrolled in my classes. Now what I could do is that I could see my class schedule, and I don't like the list view because it looks really confusing. I like the calendar view. There we go. It looks perfect right there. And then I like to adjust the end time just so, you know, I know I have some later classes. So we refresh the calendar and right there I have my schedule for the upcoming semester. Now that I registered for my classes and I'm safe for next semester, I want to play around with this a little bit so you guys get like a better idea on how to enroll for classes. Anyways, let's say you want to do this by searching your requirements. Like I said earlier, you can do this without going to your advisor. You just hit search. But here's the thing I don't like about it. See, look, it has a bunch of random like tabs and stuff, and it's like I don't really know what to choose. Like, see, it has all these classes here. My grades are being completely exposed, but it has like all these classes, and I don't know. I don't really like doing that system because for me, it just becomes complicated seeing all those classes, and then you don't know what to take, and you start freaking out. My planner. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I have never done this option. Let's see what it does. The search for my planner feature is not available at this time. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I couldn't show you my planner. But let's go back into class search and let's just play around with it. So this is a basic class search. You can select your subject. There's a bunch of subjects here. Let's see with something like, I don't know, management. So we're gonna select that. We're gonna hit search. And your search will return over 50 classes. Would you like to continue? Yes, just for the purpose of the video. Let's see. Okay, so we have to wait. So these are all the management classes that you could take at the University of Miami. So as you guys can see, there are a lot of different options, a lot of different professors. But yeah, this is just like how it's done, I guess. You can modify the search. I know that a really big like subject, so let's say like biology, for example, I think it's like 160 is what a lot of people take in the spring. So select it, then you could put like biology 160. Search, and these are your options for biology 160 right here. So now let's try with chemistry. So we're gonna hit search right here for chemistry. Again, 50 classes, whatever. Okay, we're waiting. All right, so these are all the chemistry classes you can take. Now what's important for you to know is what chemistry class you actually need to take, because there is a big difference between taking chemistry 104 and taking chemistry 150, which is chemistry for engineers. So that's why I like to go to my advisor, because he or she will tell you specifically what class and what section you need to be enrolled in. Now let's say you want to drop a class for whatever reason, you chose a class by accident. All you do is you go here to drop, and then you select the class and you hit drop. I'm not going to drop it because these are the classes that I actually need to take, but you guys get the idea. All right, guys, hopefully this video did help you out when it comes to registering for classes in college. I know that at first it can seem really confusing, but trust me, as soon as you start going through a couple of semesters of college, the process just comes naturally. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel for my weekly uploads. That is pretty much it for me, but always remember to stay hydrated.